Dragon Boat Day, or Duanwujie, is a yearly Chinese festival in which participants eat rice balls and race custom rowing boats that have been designed to look like dragons. I've designed the game Dragon Boat Racers based on this festival, in which players will be building their own custom dragon boats and then racing them down the river, with the goal of being the first to move their boat off the end of the river. In Dragon Boat Racers, players will be dealt their own hand of cards, which show boat sections on one side and sections of the river on the other. Then players will be using their cards to first collectively build a shared river in the center of the board, and then players will be using the leftover cards in their hand to build their own custom dragon boats, keeping an eye on the colored regions and the symbols on each section of the boat. Right arrows move the boat right, left arrows move the boat left, these oar symbols move the boat forward, and these boat symbols allow the boat to move onto the otherwise impassable rapid spaces. The colored regions allow the player to use those symbols if the colored region is completed. If it is mismatched or not completed, then they cannot use the symbols in the colored region. Once every player has completed building their own dragon boat, the race can begin. Players will use their fingers to track their boat's position moving down the river. There are also unique coordinates printed onto every space in the river so that if a player needs to remove their finger for any reason, they can remember where they were. Each turn, a player will choose either the left side or the right side of the boat and execute every symbol on that side of the boat from the front to the back. For example, here a player may choose to move right and then use the boat symbol to move onto the rapids. And if they had more boat symbols, they could continue, but here this player has got themselves stuck for this turn. Players continue until one player manages to move their boat off the end of the river, and that player wins both the race and the game. Dragon Boat Racers presents players with a number of challenging decisions in how to build their boat, trying to balance colored regions and diversity of symbols to allow their boat to move effectively down the river, and also challenging decisions in how to navigate the river and around each other's boats. Oftentimes, players will realize that there are other ways they could have designed their boat to better match the river, to better make it off the end of the race faster, creating a lot of replay value.